Never eat one of Grandma's cookies. Tommy and I were excited, very excited. After months of begging, Mom finally agreed to let us visit our grandmother. Does she wear a funny hat? Is her nose pointy? Tommy had a million questions to ask. Why does she live in the middle of the woods? She likes to be alone, Mom said, ignoring the rest of Tommy's questions. How come we've never visited her before? I asked. Mom hesitated, complicated. Mom hit the blinker and then turned onto a gravel road that led through a thick patch of trees. Down the way, the trees opened up into a clearing where a large cabin was. Puffs of sparkly red smoke were slowly rising from the chimney. Mom hit the brakes. Listen, Mom said, her voice serious. I love your grandmother, and 99% of the time she's perfectly harmless, but you two need to make me a promise. Never eat her cookies. What if I'm hungry? Tommy pouted. No buts, Tommy. Mom raised her voice. Promise me. We promise, I said, and Mom drove the final stretch to Grandma's. Grandma rushed outside to greet us, her Yorkshire Terrier Hugo nipping at her heels. To our surprise, she looked like a perfectly normal grandmother. Mom gave us both a kiss goodbye and drove away. Tommy started to cry, but Grandma quickly scooped him up. Don't worry, lovely. Soon we'll be having so much fun that you'll forget all about her. She was right. Tommy and I had more fun than we'd had in years. It was positively magical. When all was said and done, and Tommy and I were getting ready for bed, Grandma came into our room with a cookie jar. Who wants dessert? Grandma sang. Tommy started to speak, but I elbowed him. We're so full from dinner, Grandma, we couldn't eat another bite. I'll leave the jar right here in case you change your mind. Grandma set the jar down with a smile and left. Tommy looked at me with hungry eyes. No, Tommy, I said. We promised. Don't worry, I have a plan. His plan was pretty good. When Grandma fell asleep, we'd lure Hugo in here and give him a nibble of cookie. If it didn't do anything to Hugo, surely we'd be fine to have one, right? There you go, Hugo, Tommy giggled. Good doggy. Hugo happily accepted the cookie and lapped up all the crumbs he could find. Nothing happened. See, Tommy said, I'll bet Mom was kidding. Suddenly, Hugo started whimpering. Then he started screaming. All his fur fell out, and his bones grew and broke and reformed until he reassembled a boy who looked oddly like Tommy. Hugo threw himself through the window and sprinted away into the dark of the forest. Crap, I said, looking at Tommy. Grandma's gonna be pissed. Tommy didn't respond. He just stared at the cookie jar. If those turned Hugo into that, Tommy whispered, what would they have done to us?